Okay, the reading that just doesn't want to happen is on Stephen Miller. And at this time, my grandmother has COVID and she is in the process of passing. So if my phone goes, I'll put this on pause because I have to occupy my time, but obviously. Okay, so I keep trying to read on him just to get a sense. Is he going to be held accountable for the things he's done, especially to do with the border and the cruelty where kids are ended up human trafficked and lost from their families, just kidnapped? He face criminal prosecution charges for that. He be charged. Stephen Miller. Three of Pentacles. King of Cups. There's a King of Cups he's in cahoots with. I see some infighting, arguing, bickering, and there's a painful end. And somebody that he was like doing business with or working with. I just see the cards like the Five of Wands and the Ten of Swords, and it's like a painful end where either there's arguing, there's some kind of strife within that arrangement. Maybe within a group of three, more than one person. I do get Death and Justice. I also get the Hanged Man and the Page of Swords. And I'm feeling like there'll be some delays, but I do think there will be an end to the Trump regime. And I think that it shows that he will definitely have the law coming for him. An end and then justice. And he's just, I feel like he's just kind of caught. There's just, he'll be being watched. He'll be watched. In case he decides maybe to, try to head out of town, so to speak. Go somewhere. I get the King of Swords, who I take to be Trump. And he falls under that card of death. And also under a triangle of people that are working together. So it must be Stephen, and he's a Virgo. Who's this water sign dude? Is there a water sign? Well, for all we know, it could be like, again, his moon or something. But all I can tell you is there is somebody that he's been working in cooperation with, and I mean that in their kind of plans, you know. And it looks like there's some kind of change. And there's an ending. And there's turbulence. To me, it looks like there's going to be like infighting, which wouldn't surprise me at all within that administration. Oh yeah, and Trump gets the Ace of Swords, the Emperor, and the Ten of Wands. Woo. So, yeah. He's going to know the jig is up. And heavy energy on the Emperor. He knows that they're caught, basically. And that Trump is going down. But he's still going to persist in trying to act like he's somebody, like he's some king of vipers or something, like he's really got an inflated idea of himself. Very arrogant. You know, you get the Devil and you get the Six of Wands. Incredibly entitled and detached, totally disassociated, a sadist, narcissist. He likes that other people. He wants to control, have control. Control freak. Can't say what I'd like to be saying. There's a betrayal to do with his wife, or perhaps, I mean, I guess none of these fellows care about their wives or their marriages. Of course they don't. It looks to me like there could be like an affair, or there could be health. It could be health, though, with that Five of Pentacles. I keep thinking that I know his wife got COVID in February, but I keep thinking that she might get it again. I think he will be pursued by justice, but it'll take a while, because there's so much stuff that Trump has done, but I do believe that he will have the law come after him, and that I'm shown there's an end. And let's just take a quick look. Does he end up in prison? Does Stephen Miller? I got a yes in time, though. These guys always seem to, but let's just see. Does Stephen Miller end up in prison? Watchfulness, I get. Surveillance. Well, he definitely would have to be. And I get the Sun. So that's a possible yes, where he'd be watched. And the Nine of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. Personal well-being. There's a lot of personal wealth activity there and well-being, but I'm feeling anger. He's really extremely entitled, ultra privileged. I mean, I knew he was, but to get it like straight from the chute kind of thing is kind of, it's gnarly. Wow. Oh yeah, he's really arrogant and cruel. I know that you won't believe me. And he's ruthless. He is a sadist. I just keep getting that he's a sadist. Really, truly, truly someone that enjoys sadistic narcissist. You know, malevolent narcissistic person. Control, control, control. It's all about control. But he will end up finding himself being held to account for, I believe, what he's caused the people at the border with their children, their families. That is just a crime against humanity. And there's, I feel like there's human trafficking in there. He knows human traffickers. That's what I feel like here. I feel like he knows human traffickers. And maybe that's where he gets covertly some of his money, allegedly, for entertainment purposes only, because he couldn't and wouldn't possibly do that. Ten of Swords. And it's been a long... This is a long, cruel path that ends. That finally ends. And it's been a long, established pattern. He's a sadist. I know I keep saying that, but I'm shown, and he has been and made people miserable for years. He's a miserable person whose goal and job is to cause, it looks like, you know, what? Suffering. So that matches. Really deep sorrow. Really deep, deep sorrow. So that means to me, I think more will potentially come out. I see an adult male with a King of Wands and a Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups could be Ivanka, because she's basically her dad's other arm. And the King of Wands would be a fire sign. That dude again. These are the people, the three. There's three of them. So I feel like there's him, there's maybe Ivanka and another male. That are working on something, or there's something put in place. I think it's policy. This would be him. King of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. So there's change. There's also karma. And so I'm getting a repeated message that, yes, he will be held to account at the end of the day. And if by nothing less, but even more, by spirit, you know, by fate, by what is now going to be set coming his way. He gets the Eight of Pentacles. Something, oh, you know, I think it's the money that, and I think there's going to be like, they're going to be able to track and trace finances and activity that he's done for Trump. That shows up. Deals he made, probably lobbyists, that kind of thing. And he's not going to like that he's going to, I think he will not be entirely free, that he has to stick around and answer questions. He's going to be on the hot seat. But worried. Worried about trying to manipulate his way out of this. And I think there's a separation with his wife. Yeah. I think she could divorce him. His financial dealings will get looked into, and his travel. And they've got, like, I think, shell accounts and that kind of thing. So I'm getting yes. Yeah, there's secrets that will come out with the, he will get a special treatment. Working in tandem with Trump, with the Emperor, and in making those policies not only about, I believe, at the border, but about COVID. There's, of course he would, something rotten, you know, it shows that he's connected to that. I know he's his director of policy. I feel like this King of Cups is probably Mitch McConnell. Potentially. He's in on something as well with 3. I don't know why that always seems to come about, but I'm telling you. Looks like they're just so greedy. They're opportunists, and they're just using our, it's disgusting, using our government like a cash cow. The people, what is the people's property, to make themselves profit, yes, and it's shady. And there's been a long-term goal, long-term money laundering, I think, going on. And hidden back channels with money, I think shell accounts, all that good stuff, so to speak. And the Tower, boom. And the world, it's over. So I think, yes. And he has to go bye-bye. And I think he could end up being held, or not being able to leave. The Devil and the Ten of Cups. And I feel like this is about families and the border and the children and all of that horrible mess, what he did. And this facade of being somebody that's all about family, who is the exact opposite, who is the devil themselves. No surprise there. And there's going to be a radical change. He also got, I think, money. These people were like sources of money to him. He is totally thinking he is going to get away with this, that he's very, very, very arrogant. He really thinks that nobody is as clever as he is. But I think he better find a friend, because I think he's going to be confined. I think he and his associates will know more and more about what they were doing. It's really, really repulsive. Just pure greed over and over each other. It almost like as if greed were a show off game to them. They would be like, who can be more greedy? It's really debauched. And I'm being shown his marriage with his wife and about rules. I think he's kind of on thin ice. Three of Swords. There's some kind of heartbreak or perhaps an affair. There's a Knight of Cups. I don't know if she's going to have one on him or if she finds out about him. But I think a leak is going to get of information on this guy, because people just don't like him. And intelligence doesn't like him. Then he gets 2 4s. He's not in general population or to be found in society. He would be laying low, or having to be still. So I do believe he thinks he's going to be able to gaslight his way out, but 9 of Wands with the Justice, I don't think he's going to win that battle. Nope. He ends up with the 10 of Wands. And I see 2 women. Maybe they're part of a legal team. A Queen of Wands and a Queen of Pentacles. I think this is also like sibling family may also feel like really ashamed of him. Sorry, Stephen Miller's family. You didn't deserve this. So, he's going to have a lengthy, it will be an interesting peel of the onion layers with Trump and his illegalities and criminality and people like the reptile. No, you know what? I like some reptiles. I do. He's just not even, I don't know, not a good person. So let me just very quickly, does Stephen Miller end up in a federal penitentiary? Does he end up in the slammer, in the clink? I get the 6 of Wands and the Knight of Wands. Page of Wands. Lots of fire. And the 8 of Cups has to go away. Confinement. He's going to go. I see a flaming. We are going to be like all like gasping, I think, for a moment at his audacity is the word I'm searching for. Arrogance and audacity. I think he's going to just think he's smarter than everyone else, but I think he's going to have to, he will end up out. Gone. Dunzo. His wife, I'm showing that again. Possibly a lover. I don't get it. 3 of Wands. Oh, overseas maybe? And 3 of Cups. Partying, atmosphere, socializing. I think that's a, yeah. Very shady, selfish, just shows him to be a real jerk. I think it's going to come out. The sun is on that. I think you can rest assured that, as with most of these Trump people, that we'll be finding out a whole lot of things, more than we probably want to know. And Stephen Miller looks like he's going to be one of them, but I think it's going to take time to get him through. I just always feel like there is just a mountain of litigation, because there is. Okay, I will see you in the next video, and I thank you for keeping my grandmother in your thoughts and prayers. She is getting worse, and they do expect her to pass in the next 24 to 48 hours. So anyway, love your family, mask up, and don't be a jerk. Wash your hands. Okay, I'll see you in the next video.